Morning, guys. Rick Show here on the 2nd of March, 2023. It's official. We've been in our beater house for 2 years today. And, wish I'd have never even heard of this place. But we've been we're thinking on a little bit, a few months from now, we're thinking on a trip. I'd like to see my family in the States. And now I'm seeing this e-travel stuff that they got. And how many people are getting turned back? How many Filipinos? Now, one thing I did find out from this e-travel, I don't have to get it. My kids don't have to get it. Okay, so it's just for Filipinos. But I'm seeing there's been so many turn back. They can't go. They buy their tickets, they do all their crap they're supposed to do, and then when they get to the airport, these people say, nope, sorry, you can't go, and they get turned back. And with all the stuff we're doing, you know, with the expense of the visa and all the crap we're doing, getting all this paperwork that they want, bouncing around doing all this crap, then to a possibility of being told no, losing our tickets, because I don't want to go. I don't want to go without my wife. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Bring the whole family, meet my brothers and sisters, so, and my son, my daughter, and so this is, you know, this is like a worry, that another thing that they pile on you in this country that just makes me sick. I can't believe how many get turned back. But if you see any more news on that, put it in the comments for me. We're jumping through so many hoops now to try to take care of this stuff, because if she gets her visa, we have to do a visa appointment here coming up very soon. And then whenever that comes in, if it goes, we're planning on scheduling a trip. So if anybody knows or been through this already with their Filipina, let me know. Let me know how it's going, because this thing, I do notice the government, when you get a little twit in there, he'll go way overboard thinking he's making his bosses happy. They go way overboard. I was watching the Jennifer Terry, and I hear they're asking for yearbook. And well, what business is that on if you're going on a trip to travel? This kind of stuff, I'm looking at it going, I think they go a little bit too far, and they always talk about how, we're going to fix it. And people are really pissed. I heard they turned back like 6,000 since the first of the year. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What happened to all these people's money? Especially a Filipino that wants to go visit somebody or something like that. It's not like they can just lose this huge amount of money. In the airports, you don't go on your trip, you lose your money. That's just the way it goes. And they want return ticket. Well, like for us, I'd like to go, but I don't want to be tied to a date to come back. The kids will be off of school for a couple months. I'll plan it for a month, but I don't want to be tied to a month. What if we can, spend another couple weeks there? You can buy the ticket there. So there's another problem. We're going to have to be tied to a round trip ticket, which I don't like. To me, the way they operate here, I just scream. Now, we don't know if it's going to go smooth and easy for us. Maybe we're worrying a little bit too much, but she's got to get her e-travel stuff now. That's our next thing. I want to make sure all this stuff is done way before the kids are out of school. And a trip like this, it's not cheap for us. 5 people going to the States round trip. It's really gonna nail us. That's why we haven't done anything down in Maduro. It's gonna be an expensive trip. And then to find out when you get to the airport that you're turned back because of some knucklehead down there just decides, meh. And there's no, they got this thing I'm seeing called secondary, and it's up to the dude. It's up to the first dude. There's no really anything about it. And I did see some channels where Filipinos are just really ticked at the whole deal. But this country, when it comes to fixing things that they break, it's forever and a day for them to fix it. Could be 10 years. You know, all this crap that happened, and it's a nightmare. So I'm hoping everything works out for us. And like I say, please, if you've been through this for us, please put it in the comments for me so I can, if you know some sites that got more information on it, I'd like to check through that and make sure we dot every I and cross every T so we don't have trouble when we get down there. Because this is a big thing for us. This is once in a, maybe once in a decade. It's a lot of dough, guys, to do this kind of stuff. So hopefully it works out. But we had last night, yesterday was pretty warm. I wouldn't say it was super hot, but it was pretty warm. Pretty much clear sky. And last night we all went to bed. We got up this morning. It was pretty toasty in the house. Come out here, it's beautiful. Got my shirt off. It's just absolutely nice here. The birds in there talking. But you walk in the house and it's just like, and there's not a breath of air. Nothing going. There's no wind coming in the windows. And it's just like a heat box. This is where it would be nice to have a whole house fan. Or a big fan up in a window somewhere so I could just suck all this hot air out of the house. But so away she goes. Some days are just like this. Doggies they like to go for their walks. This is actually our second walk today. So, and there's where we're going. We're almost home. But not much else. I watched the news. I hope you guys liked that one of Biden that I put on the last video. I thought that was kind of cool. I bet you his handlers were, instead of him crapping his pants, I bet they were. That was a pretty good one. But I don't get this, that they're going to put him up to run again. I don't even think, unless these Democrats are insane, that they'd vote for this guy again. And then you see this Pierre chick, I call her Raggedy Ann. You see her saying, "Oh no, it's not our fault. It's all Trump's fault." And they just come out with these straight lies. I'm watching some of these guys on the news. They asked this one fella, "How's your confidence in Joe Biden?" And the look on this guy's face, it just, he never expected that. And then all of a sudden, hey, 100%, he's my guy. Oh yeah, he's sharp as a tack. And these people are spewing this stuff. And all you got to do is look at this guy stumbling around. This is elder abuse, guys. This is 100% elder abuse on him. They're using him as a puppet. I do think when Obama said he'd like to sit in his jogging shorts in his basement and run the country, I do think that's what's happening. I mean, he's really good at driving it down. But I did see something on the news, too, that was really concerning. Trump was doing a Q&A, and it got down towards the end there. He sounded good. Then he's talking about giving the cops, more. He didn't like the defund thing. He wants to give them more stuff, military equipment and stuff. Something, I don't want our police force having military equipment, because then they think they got to use it. And when's it going to start happening where instead of shooting people, they just smash through one of the houses in these armored vehicles? That, guys, in the Constitution, I believe that's called a standing army. This gang of blue that they have that are gone way too far. And I know people will get in there and say, "Oh, well, there's good ones." Yeah, and they stand there and watch the bad ones. They just stand there and watch them. But these guys, until they start losing their pensions and their houses and all their stuff, they're going to keep this crap up, guys. They're not going to stop. I don't think a whole lot of the way the policing's going. Just watch these auditors. If you watch those guys, you're gonna see some stuff. And what happened to a lot of people that got charged and their money was taken off of them that didn't have a camera? These guys are doing this stuff while there's a camera on them, while people are filming them right in their face, and they're abusing people. What happens if you don't have a camera? I'm telling you what, if I were in the States right now and a cop comes anywhere near you, I'd be having my phone out recording, and I wouldn't do it on just recording on the phone, because I've seen one where they slapped the guy's phone and broke it on the ground. Now he won a settlement from the city, but that's the stupid thing. It isn't the cop who had to pay the settlement, it was the city. So it's your brothers and sisters in the city paying for it. Bad deal. But I would be putting it straight on the live. You can punch that live to YouTube, real quickly. I'd have it ready, and I would start live streaming them right away, because they're abusing people. They're getting bigger than their britches. I swear they don't. The new hires, if they have over 40 IQ, they don't get the job, because there's just too many. And even when you see some of these sergeant lieutenants come up, they don't even know the Constitution that they swore to uphold, and that's scary, guys. But I'm gonna let you go. Everybody's starting to wake up. It's getting to be about 20 till 5. So I'm gonna let you go. Don't forget to pray for each other. And this is Rick Shaw out.